Right, so we're here with Ben at Audio.computer.
Hi.
How's it going, Ben?
It's going pretty well. Where am I even looking? In here. Cool, nice. Yeah, it's going well, thanks.
Excellent, and you've got some beautiful machines here on show.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, what can you tell us about them?
Well, we're back with the Beat Friend. We were here last year in its kind of early prototype form, and now it's, I'm going to say 90% there. The hardware is still the sort of prototype top and the prototype shell, but all of the electronics has been completely redone. It's all ready to be produced properly. We've got loads more beats on there. It's got so much fun stuff going on, and it's sounding great.
Amazing, amazing. And in terms of the 10% left to do, what's left to do with it, would you say?
Well, basically, we got to go from this to something in a box that actually we can sell to people and they can put on their tables and play drums with.
Makes perfect sense.
Hardware, basically.
Sense. Yeah. Cool. Can we hear it? Can we
hear
absolutely.
What it does?
And what's the design idea behind the Beat Friend?
So it's drum machine. It's very much like a sort of 70s, 80s drum machine. It's analog drum sounds, but it's controlled by a computer. It has digital effects on the output, and it does lots of fun playing around with the preset beats. So if I start this one over here, this is like a basic beat, a little 2-bar loop, a little bit of jazz swing over there. It's got a nice little fill over there with a couple of variations. And then if you turn up the enthusiasm, it'll throw some beats in and out like a real good drummer would. And then also, if you just want to play around with that beat, unlike a 70s drum machine, you can sort of just... These aren't volume faders, they're like kind of complexity or probability kind of faders. So you can say, okay, I want loads of hi-hat in there, but a simple kick, lots of wood block. So you can get some really fun beats going on. And then you've got this little effects section on the end, which I'm not going to tell you what any of it does, but basically you can make it do crazy fun noises. And there's sort of some distortions. There's a bit of Bucket Brigade delay in there. So you can kind of make it go pretty mad if you want to.
Yeah, it sounds really good, man.
So there you go. You can do sort of everything from moody up to pretty crazy, and then it's got a whole bunch of different patches, different beats, lots of hi-hat in that one. You know, some classics, some bossa novas and things like that, but also some stuff that you might use for some more kind of fun modern electronic stuff, you know?
Yeah, and how many sounds has it got in total? Like, what's it got behind the scenes?
Yeah, so it's got like 6 drum sounds that are the kind of analog circuits. And then patch-wise, at the moment, it's got about 20 patches. Very soon, it's going to have about 40 to 50 probably. But also, we've built it so you can plug USB in the back and hook it up to your computer and load up. We'll release more patches. We'll release firmware updates with more stuff. So, you know, an ongoing friend, a friend for life.
Yeah, very good, man. And a nice little screen you've got there. What's the screen showing as it plays back?
Yeah, so when you're just looking at the patches, it'll kind of let you pick a patch like this. You can change the tempo, and when it's playing, it shows you the drums that are playing. So basically, that's the same when it's playing a beat, but if you put the enthusiasm way up, you can see it kind of like, what's it doing with the variety, and you know, if you take out those drums, you can sort of see what the patterns look like. It's kind of just fun to see what it's doing as it's going along.
Great. I love these kind of more esoteric, intangible controls like enthusiasm that people are going with now. It's nice.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. I mean, it's not strictly probability or complexity or anything like that. Like, it's a whole mix of things, which feels like enthusiasm.
Great. And in terms of I/O on the back side of it, what sort of ins and outs have you got to play
so
with?
This one we've got, so there's just a mono jack out, classic. And then we've got MIDI in and out, DIN. Then there's the USB on the back of here, which is going to be exposed. That's not going to be for MIDI or anything. That's just going to be for like firmware updates and loading patches on and things. And then it's a 12 volt power supply, DC.
Fantastic. And so, yeah, when are you thinking this will be shipping? When can people get their hands on it?
Well, we thought it was going to be earlier this year because we were young and naive, and now we're old and grizzled and realistic. We're aiming for the first half of next year. That would be great if we can manage that.
Excellent. And do you have any kind of price point in mind at all?
We're still waiting to get the enclosures back and all the final screen printing and all that kind of stuff, so it's tricky to say exactly, but probably towards the 500 quid mark.
Great. Well, we look forward to that final 10%. Looks amazing at the moment.
Thank
and
you very
yeah,
much.
good luck with the release.
Cheers. Thank you very much.